Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a long time, but I'm back for good, hopefully at least. So as you saw from the thumbnail and the title, I will be ranking some of the worst car mods out there. So before we start ranking, we're gonna go over the list. S is like, it's not bad, it's kind of a waste of money, might as well not do it. A, same thing, a little worse. B, ugly. C, was pretty bad. D, one of the worst things possible, and E, the worst thing possible. So, let's get right into it. First up, we got heart-shaped or any kind of shaped tow hooks. This one isn't too bad, but it is kind of like a waste. So, because that's gonna go into the S tier. It's not bad, it's just useless. Might as well just get a circle. Next up, the pink Miata, where they got the body kit. For me, I don't really like this. I don't really like Miatas in general. I know. But we're gonna put that in B. It's not too bad. For me personally, it's not it. So it's gonna be. Next up, we got very high camber. For me, this is a D. You ruin the drivability of the car. It's too low. You're ruining the tires. Don't get ridden right. You wear them down weird, and it just overall just does not look good. So for that, it's going in D. Next up, we got a super, not just normal wide body, super wide body. And as you can see, sometimes they can do it right, but a lot of times it's just way too much. So since it can be way too much at times, you can go to C. Because sometimes it can be good, but a lot of times they put it way too wide, and it's like taking up the whole lane. Can't barely drive in it. It just looks ugly. You're ruining the car. Next up, straight pipe. Now, this all depends on the car you are putting it in. If you're putting in some clapped Honda Civic, that's a E. But if you're putting in something nice like this in the photo BMW, it's gonna go to A. So because it can be really good or pretty bad, it's gonna go into a C tier. Or let's put it in B tier. Next up, colored headlights. Now this is mainly on BMWs and Mustangs, from what I've seen personally. It's not a bad. I'm putting an A just because it's not a bad mod. It's just kind of useless. Like, you do not need colored headlights at all. It's just pointless. Next up, we got Challengers with the wing doors. This is going into a D. You're trying to be something you're not. You're trying to be like a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, McLaren, all these nice hypercars. And a Challenger is a really good car. I like them a lot, but it's not a Lamborghini. So it's C, and you're ruining the door. You're just ruining the resale because no one's gonna want that. So yeah. Next up, we got the pimped out Miami big rimmed Camaros. This is going straight to D. There's no way they ride well. They look incredibly stupid, and the rims themselves, not even about the style, just the looks of them look stupid. As you can see, they're all one big solid circle, no nothing. And let's look at this Camaro. It's golden and gold rims. Does not look good. So straight to D. Next up, we got the Cadillac with the rims that stick out. This is going also into D tier. Just look at it. You're taking up more space, and you're not going to notice that the rims are sticking out more if you have enough room or not for them. So you're going to scrape them up, scrape other things up, and potentially break them off. So it's just like a waste. Because if you're driving, you go a little too close to the car, and then you destroy it. Or you hit a curb. You're going to hit the curb, a little too close to the curb, and it breaks right off. So, for that's going to be. Next up, we got the old school 90s to early 2000s racer modded car, as some people call it. That is also going to D tier. I mean, look at the one on the tier. Look at all the ones I'm putting up on the screen. It's just, they're trying to do too much. And it's always on some car that should not be modded. Shouldn't be modded, but on a car that they should not be doing it to, I should say. So, straight to D tier. Next up, we got the more modern racing with the Subarus. And it's just a little bit better, because they can be done pretty well, but they can also be done just as a D. So, for that, we're going to put in C, just to balance it out, because it can be pretty good, as the ones in the pictures in my hand, or it can be like these ones in my hand right here. It can be good or bad. So straight. Next up, we got bullet spiked lug nuts on cars. Now this can be good if it's on like a truck and they're not too big, But if they're too big and they're not in a truck, or they're just too big in general, it can be bad. So we're going to put that into S, because most of the time people bring on trucks. I very rarely see it not in a truck. Next up, we have the most country mod of all, the squatted truck. This will be going straight into E. It is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Every time I see a squatted truck, I just think, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? Because it's just such an ugly car, ugly mod to a car. And it's always on some clapped out, busted early 2000s Silverado or Ram, or even Ford's not as much. But it's really on Silverados. And I like Chevy, but then they're ruining them with the squatted. Who looks at a truck and goes, well, let's put it this way? So, yeah, that's just going straight down. Next, okay, somehow someone took the worst idea possible, squatted truck, and made it worse by squatting an SUV. And just because that's going to go into E as well. Because it's so much worse. Because SUVs already look worse lifted, and then you're only lifting half of it and lowering the other half. That's just asking for it to look stupid. That definitely doesn't ride well, either of them. It just looks so much worse. And it's always on the old, ugly-looking early 2000s Tahoes. So, yeah. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, do whatever you want. Sorry if this is a little shorter. Obviously, it's my first one back. So, make it a little short just to try to get back into things. And when we do part 2, just like, subscribe, like I said, or comment. Comment do part 2. What other killers you guys would like me to do, comment. So yeah, see you next time. Bye.